Hello, this is the Watchdog, and welcome back to Fun with Watches. If watches weren't fun, you'd only need one. Today we're going to review the Nibosi 2661. With the wrist checked, I'm wearing this Ibso 2232, and Greg was wearing my Rolls Teamy 128. Today is Halloween, and Grogu said that he and Benzo asked Wampy the Wampa if he wanted to go trick-or-treating with them, so Wampy decided to dress up as Chewbacca. I asked him, how did Wampy manage that costume? Grogu said with 30 bottles of Master Skywalker's Grecian formula. Alright, let's take a look at the watch. I decided not to put it back in the box. These Nibosi boxes are all the same, and you've seen them. And here is the watch, and I swear to God that this watch is teal. Even though my camera makes it look like it's light blue. I've had quite a few Nibosis on my channel. This is your basic sub $20 small second chronograph with a chrome plated case, Chinese movement, and hollow bracelet. What it does have, however, is quite a nice looking teal dial, which unfortunately my camera shows as light blue, which is too bad because the shade of teal is quite pleasant and the highlight of this watch. This watch comes in 6 different colorways. If you don't like the teal that I chose but still like the chrome plated look, you can get it in blue or black. If two-tone is your thing, you can get a bluesy style with blue dial and yellow gold tone. If you want all yellow gold, there's one with a black dial. If you like your watches like you like your coffee, there's an all black version. The watch is 44 millimeters at the bezel, 52.8 millimeters long, with protruding end links. Lug width does not apply, but 24 millimeters where the bracelet meets the case and tapers down to 20. It's 11 millimeters thick. It weighs 137 grams on the supplied hollow bracelet with 3 links removed. The bezel is kind of unique. It's fixed. It doesn't rotate, but it has these little sectors, I guess, sections. So it's just kind of neat. At least it's not a tachymeter, because this is a small second chronograph, and I hate it when they have tachymeters on a small second chronograph. And then we have the dial. The dial is pretty good. First of all, I love the color. Once again, you're not seeing the teal on my camera. So I guess complain to Google. This is a Google Pixel phone. And then we have the minute markers and indices. And then we have concentric circles on a little sector there with metal indices. And then we have the inner dial, and the inner dial does have a sunburst effect. And it says Nibosi 1985 there. And then we have the Nibosi logo at the 12 o'clock. And then we have the hands. Let me move the hands away from each other. And they're skeleton hands, and they are lumed. And then we have the running second hand, and the running second hand is not lumed. And the running second hand can be a little difficult to see at times. And then we have a date at the 4:30. And then we have the subdials. On the right, believe it or not, this is not a 24-hour indicator on the right. On the right, we have a second hour. But it's kind of weird, because to set it, you have to pop the crown and then press this top pusher. But when you put the crown in adjust position, that second hour doesn't move. But once you pop the crown back in, it will start moving. So it's kind of difficult to set, because you have to set it every time you want to set it. If you ever adjust the time of this watch, you have to adjust that second time too. Of course, this is a quartz. You won't be adjusting the time very often, but it's just kind of weird. One would think that once you set the second hour, that it would keep up when you turn it, but it doesn't. See, it's not moving at all. But I verified that the hour hand does work. Then on the bottom subdial, we have the chronograph second hand, and on the left, we have the chronograph minute counter. Of course, to use the chronograph, just press the top pusher, and then it starts ticking away. Press it again to stop. Bottom one resets it. Simple enough. Then we have the crown. The crown is the unsigned push-pull crown. Crown action's fairly loose. And let's see if we have that annoying minute hand jump. It jumped a little bit. Just barely, though. Not enough to be annoying. Let's try it again, make sure. That one time it didn't jump at all. So as long as you're careful, you can set it accurately. Then the pushers, they look like they're screw down, but these little screw down knurling is fake. They're not screw down. And then we have the crystal. The crystal is flat mineral glass. Nothing special about it, does the job. And then we have the case. The case is a chrome plated alloy. But you see the end links of the bracelet? They're actually true end links. And they don't articulate though, they're fixed, but they at least are individual links and not part of the case, as too many of these watches in this price range are. And then we have the case back. It says stainless steel. Well, that's a lie. The case back stainless steel, but the case is not. The case is a chrome-plated alloy. Gives the bottle number. Says quartz movement through ATM water resistance. So yes, you only get the basic 30 meters. Then it says Nibosi 1985 in the middle. At least it doesn't say 1885. A lot of these Chinese watches try to pretend that they're from the 1800s. Underneath the case back is the Sunin PE93. The Sunin PE93 is like a PE90, except for, once again, this right subdial, instead of a 24-hour indicator, is a second-hour indicator. That's controlled by this top pusher when the crown's popped. And then we have the bracelet. The bracelet's a fake H-link. These little grooves here, they make it look like it's an H-link, but these are really single links. So they're not fully articulating or anything. So I'm always disappointed by fake H-link bracelets. I just hate fakery. But once again, I mentioned that the end links are real. So you can actually take this bracelet off and you can put a PRX strap in this thing if you want. Now, I don't recommend a PRX bracelet, but a PRX strap should fit in here as long as it's somewhat flexible and you can squeeze it in and not have to worry about a perfect fit. Then we have push pin adjusters, not screw pins. You don't get screw pins in this price range. Push pins, they were difficult. I had a hard time pushing them out. I don't know what it is about hollow bracelets, but sometimes I have a heck of a time getting the push pins out of a hollow bracelet. And I never have an issue with solid bracelets. I don't know what it is about hollow bracelets. Then we have a butterfly clasp. Does the job. Of course, that means no micro adjust. And there are no half links. So the perfect fit might not be possible depending on your wrist. Here's the watch on my 7.5-inch wrist. That looks nice. It wears nice. I removed 3 links to fit, and I just happen to be able to get the perfect fit. But yeah, that's a really nice looking dial. I wish you could see the teal. I wish my camera showed the teal, but it doesn't. It just makes it look like blue, but I swear it's teal. Here on the Lume Room, this is a sub $20 AliExpress watch, and wearing the watch for review purposes gave me no reason to think it was any good. As we see at the time, we see that only the indices and major hands are loomed. The markers fade almost immediately, but the hands stick around a bit longer. The hands aren't good, but at least they are stronger than the dots rather than the other way around. What I like about this watch, I really like this teal blue dial. I like the fact that it has real end links, so you can put a PRX strap on it if you want. And I like the fact that it has a PE93 movement instead of a PE90, because this actual makes this right subdial somewhat useful. What are my gripes and groans? Fake H-link bracelet. Butterfly clasp means no micro adjust. and this bezel's fixed. Do I recommend this watch? Sure. This watch didn't cost a lot of money, and this dial just looks great. I just wish you could see it in the teal that it really is. Well, thank you for watching my review of the Nibosi 2661, and I will be back with another review or unboxing. Be sure to like and subscribe to my channel, and if you like this watch, be sure to use my affiliate link, and I'll get a tiny commission. Bye.